I've spoken with Nedmar, the High Priest. He promised to grant me safe access to Raedric's throne room if I managed to free his former acolyte, Giaccio, from the keep's prisons in the lower dungeons. I've found some Baratheon robes. They may help me blend in with the priests on this floor. This floor. Yeah, unfortunately they've been stashed, which means we're going to have to rest. We're all exhausted, actually. Yeah. Aloth and Kana are really tired. We're going to have to try to rest here without being noticed. That's the only thing we can do. We need to go down into the dungeons and free Giaccio. Okay. No one saw us in that time. There was another set of stairs going down. The main floor is where I expect most of their soldiers to be. Now, here's the second set. Into the dungeons where Osra is holding Giaccio, experimenting on him. Well, this certainly looks like a dungeon to me.
Hello? Hello?
There's a barrel here. Now, apparently she also likes to lay out traps. I'll take a beer. I wouldn't mind having one of those. Stash the rest. Yeah. Well, I have ale on me, but I'll take a beer right now.
Yeah.
No, that's refreshing. Okay.
Right.
I'd take it that's through this door.
Yeah.
Must be quiet. It's very dangerous. A chest over there. Some kind of crate over here. Hopefully my eyes are keen enough to spot any traps. More camping supplies make up for what we just used. Did it come through?
Huh?
Huh?
This keeps going.
Found something.
The trap. Good. I can see it, but I can't actually deal with it. Maybe if I step around it. Another trap. Try to deal with this one.
Finished.
This one. What's
Finished.
that? It's a skeleton. Some kind of undead creature up ahead.
Finished. Finished.
Oh, that was eerie. There's another one. Or is that the same one? No. Oh, there's undead all over here. This is dangerous. I'm not gonna go down here by myself. I'm not even sure we can deal with these. Don't step on the trap. I have a feeling that where we're looking is not that way. But I could be wrong. I could be wrong. I've looked that way, and let's poke our heads this way. Go for more traps.
I'll get it open.
Lockpick. I've got 16 on. This takes 4.
Finished.
Better be something good in here. A breastplate. Well, it's a fine breastplate. You know what? I think that Durance can use that. Put this on. Have to find something for Kana as well. Another crate. Hopefully it's not trapped. There's a bow in there. Fine war bow. Some coin. Maybe they'll be through this door. That's another one of those things. However, being undead, they may not have their senses may not work as well. I don't know if this area is connected to the previous one. It would seem to be. Maybe that's where they hold their prisoners and her undead minions guard the place.
Right.
But this certainly looks like something that is being used for experimenting. Are those? Have we not faced these creatures before? Yeah, ghouls, skeleton. Just this revenant. I don't know how we're gonna deal with that.
Huh?
Oh, they move fast. So there's 5 of them. Well. See if we can't deal with this. Try to hit as many as possible in one go. No. Those ghouls are gonna be fast. Run, run. Kill the skeletons. Oh, they didn't last too long, at least that first one. We've dealt with these ghouls before. This revenant I am concerned about. Kill the skeleton. Kill the skeleton, it's down. Now it's up to me and these ghouls. Kill him. Back. Oh, that wasn't so hard.
Yeah.
I thought we'd be in for the fight of our life.
Right.
Setting them on fire does
I shall
help.
be quiet as a calm sea,
At least it makes me feel better.
which is not very quiet.
Now we know we can deal with these things. What is this? This tank is warm to the touch. The glass vibrates with the bubbling fluid inside. Blood and flecks of dried flesh encrust the restraints. You know, this certainly looks like a place where she's been operating out of.
Hey.
Everybody come in.
Right.
Eldritch aim. What's in this crate over here? Coin. Well, one thing we'll have after getting through this is a lot of coin. What's through this door? More of these revenants. Ghouls. Ah, there's a woman over there.
Huh?
I think this is where we need to go.
Hey.
Yes?
Yeah.
Get ready. I'll come back to you.
Of course.
I see 2 ghouls. And I'm almost spotted. And a revenant. Maybe we should walk in.
Yeah.
A woman caught mid-step across the room turns her head to face you. Long curls of black hair frame her face, one side of which is flecked with some green liquid. The gaze she sets upon you holds an eerie intensity. More interruptions. The woman sets down the book she holds, smiling faintly. What an interesting time we've been having of late. So many uninvited guests. I suppose I have you to thank for all the damage to my work. It took time to get those people back on their feet, you know. She frowns. What is it you're doing here? Who are you? Someone who doesn't take kindly to interruptions, she smirks. You must be one of the cult's little rebels. Does he recruit you all out of the Black Hound? Ply you with drink? Ask you to ignore the consequences of your actions? No matter. What concerns me is the curse upon the Gildan Vale's people. I am on the cusp of a great discovery, and it is not Kolsk who undermines me. She eyes me. You might have chosen more powerful allies. What's Coswadwan's legacy? It isn't the superstitions of senile old men, I can tell you that, she snorts. The legacy is an affliction of the soul, and I have dedicated my life alongside my peers to understand the fabric of souls, the essence of life. With any luck, she'll hang on that tree alongside her peers, too. His voice is cold. I consider myself the foremost student of Pandagram's famed theorems. It wasn't by chance that I was called here to assist in determining the true cause of this blight. This curse is not a parting gift from the scattered god, nor a punishment for petty sins. It must be localized effect, something which strips a soul from a body, as the Biawax are known to do. Don't tell my town that. They might get real embarrassed about trying to have me hanged. I have detected, even so, lingering traces of essence upon the bodies of so-called Hollowborn. This suggests that the soul itself has not been wholly destroyed. It remains, I think, intact somewhere, and so it can be retrieved, sutured, if you will, back into its mortal flesh. Why haven't you been able to find a cure yet? Osra's expression goes cold. It's that fool priest Nedmar, the Baratheon. She sneers. That old man has woven a tidy little tapestry of lies and fables. Lord Raedric is a pious man, and Nedmar holds power over him, especially now after this business with Ygritte, as if that Hollowborn child was my doing. In any case, my efforts are increasingly hobbled by ignorance. I think you'd have more luck countering these superstitions if your methods weren't so grim, Kana eyes one of the undead warily. The priest has focused Lord Raedric's attention upon the ruins of the scattered god's temple. If it is consecrated anew, rededicated to Barath, then the curse will be lifted. Osra rolls her eyes. Raedric believes him. Of course, and in any case, he has supplied a vast amount of gold towards the effort. You will note that I am bereft of such generous support. She gestures to her lab with a sweep of her arm. I am left to scrounge for answers in these dismal conditions. I don't trust her. I'd sooner trust the priest, though she's being somewhat scientific about it, even though her methods are not to my liking. I don't agree with what she's doing. I'd rather trust the priest, even though I don't trust religion. I just don't like what she's doing. If we could find someone who wasn't torturing and hurting their victims, her experiments, if she was being nicer about the whole thing. But, no, she's not. So, you're as monstrous as the creatures you make. Let's do this. Take out the Revenant. I'll concentrate on Osra. In fact, I'll try to paralyze her if I can. She's paralyzed, alright.
Yeah.
Kill her.
Thing is
Yeah.
Lava with the unseek.
She's down. Just in time, too.
Lava with the unseek.
Everything's down but this one ghoul. That worked out alright. Oh, she has another of those grimoires. And a key.
I'll see what I can find.
There's a black cat over here. At first you think this poor creature is diseased, for its black fur seems to have fallen off its hide in patches, but when the cat turns to investigate a fly in the wall, you note that an entire section of its rib cage is open to the air. Some of its tail has rotted away, altogether to reveal a few jagged vertebrae. This doesn't seem to bother the cat much. It lets out a trilling purr and rubs against your shin. Pet the cat. You spend a few pleasant moments scratching the cat between the ears. Black fur comes away in clumps. Wonderful. Leave the cat alone. Pick up the cat. You picked up the surprisingly light and unexpected pointy creature, and it purrs contentedly in your arms. Oh boy.
Huh? Sure.
I shall be quiet as a calm sea, which is not very quiet.
There's a book here. Saints'
Right.
War Legacy. A Granic benediction. Stash everything. And then there's this chest at the foot of her bed. Okay. Well, we need to find out where Giaccio is if
Yeah.
he's still alive. We've dealt with her, and we're still okay. We've been able to deal with all these undead. They're horrid-looking things, so I expected them to be horrible enemies. But unfortunately, they're not. There's one right here is a skeleton.
Right.
Oh, just kill it. Kill the damn thing. It's down. Kill them all.
Let's go. Yeah.
Well, that was easy.
I shall be quiet as a calm sea, which is not very quiet.
Okay, I think I found him. I hope. Let's open this up. This young man's face is badly bruised, and his gaunt form is covered in a threadbare shirt. He watches you, shivering, with a measure of hope in his eyes. I don't know who you are, but will you help me? Poor lad's taken a beating. We're trespassing as it is. Let's set him free and take a single scolding for it. He gazes nervously past you at the open cell door. I don't think I can fight my way out. You must be Giaccio. Nedmar sent me to find you. Nedmar? Giaccio gives a quiet laugh of disbelief. That priest sent you? I thought he'd leave me here to rot. He wasn't too happy when I left the keep. I told him I could do far more good with Kolsk than as an acolyte. He accused me of joining a band of outlaws. Giaccio looks down at his feet. I guess we're both wrong. What can you tell me about Nedmar? Nedmar's been a father to me, really. My actual father was a traitor, and he died in a bandit raid when I was young. I don't remember him much. I remember the days after, though, stuck here at Gilded Vale, begging for food. Nedmar was a priest of the Scattered God back then. He took me in and raised me in the church. I was going to follow in his footsteps, even after he converted and we turned to the Twin God. But I started seeing what was happening to Gilded Vale, what Raedric was doing, and Nedmar, he just kept on saying that things would work out, that we had to stand by the Lord of the Keep. Kolsk was the only one who seemed to be willing to do anything about it, instead of, well, preaching. He smiles sadly. So that's 2 fathers I've left behind. I take it you ended up here after assaulting the keep with Kolsk and his men? Yes, he looks away. It seemed a good plan. We got in without incident, and I knew the way, but we were surprised in the dungeons, and most of us... Giaccio shudders. You have seen some of them, fought them, their bodies at least, not their minds anymore, but their souls. The woman down here, Raedric's animancer, her name is Osra, and I've heard her speaking, sometimes talking about a cure. Lord Raedric calls on her often, but she's not curing anyone. She's only turned men and women into monsters. He shudders. I watch her take the others. I was sure I'd be next. Elos shakes his head. Men and women turn to this evil to cure Hollowborn? Madness. Tell me about Osra. There's something not right about her. A bad feeling, I mean. I knew the moment she arrived, things would take a turn for the worse, he shivers. There's nothing good comes from dealing with animancers. Unnatural, the lot of them. It was a dead animancer who told me I was a watcher. She's the one who transformed them, changed my friends into monsters, said she was doing it for the good of the Gilded Veil. Giaccio clenches a fist. More like the good of her coin purse and her sick curiosity. She's dangerous, and who knows what else she's got in her laboratory. I wouldn't go in there. She has a convincing manner. Spells, no doubt. Osra's dead. Giaccio breathes in sharply, surprised before sagging with relief. Good. She deserved far worse. Maybe with her gone, the people she's changed can pass on to the next life? I hope so, anyway. Brave of you to take her on, those animancers. You never know what they're capable of. You're free. Make a run for it. Thank you, stranger. I have to get back to the fork, but first some food and rest, I think. Tell Nenmar, well, tell him I still have the carving of the pale knight he gave me as a boy, and that I hope he is well. Good luck, and may the gods keep you safe. Well, we're at least making some headway in here. Though Lord Raedric still lives. Now, I'm sure there'll be other undead. Let's stick together. I'm not really afraid of these creatures anymore since they prove to be too weak to stand up to us.
I've got it.
Traps, on the other hand, I am a little concerned about. A few bloodied fingernails are embedded in the dirt. Let's go and inspect here. Blood is smeared on the walls in this vague shape of leathers. Whatever it once said has been obscured by a crimson handprint. Well, this is not the only area, but there's more here. Let's see what's inside here.
Finished.
Oh, giant ooze. Black ooze.